Hello everyone, today I want to present the findings of our research on internal migrants contraceptive method change in China from 2011 to 2017. And this research is conducted by me and my colleague from China Population and Development Research Center. The background of this study is the low fertility rate and the relaxation of family planning policy in China in recent decades. Although there has been many studies examining the effect of the changes in policy on people's fertility behavior and intention, there hasn't been consensus on whether there are long-term impacts of this policy on people's fertility. And in this study, we want to approach this question from another perspective by focusing on people's contraceptive use. According to the reproductive model, contraceptive use is a very important intermediate fertility variable. Therefore, people's contraceptive behavior also reflected their intention of fertility. And in this particular research, we focus on internal migrants. And this is because there are a large number of internal migrants in China, and most of them are at their reproductive age. However, there are fewer studies examining their reproductive behaviors. And in sum, the research questions of this study are what are the temporal trends of migrant women's contraceptive use, the method from 2011 to 2017. And more specifically, we want to understand whether the temporal trends of contraceptive use vary by fertility history of women. To understand this policy effect, we use period effect as the proxy of the impact of policy. And if we want to understand the period effect, we have to isolate this from the confounding age and cohort effects. This is because age is a very strong predictor of people's contraceptive behaviors. For example, young people are less likely to use permanent contraceptive methods as their fertility plan has not been fully realized. In sociology, we understand cohort effect as the interaction between historical context, policy, events, and individual life course experiences. And in China, before 2010, the family planning policies are quite stringent. So there are many people have been forced to use the permanent contraceptive method to stop having children. Although it might happen in the past, it determines people's future contraceptive behaviors. Therefore, if we want to understand period effects, we have to know what have happened in their earlier life course and how historical contexts have shaped their life course. The data in this study drew from China Migrants Dynamic Survey 2011 to 2017, and this is a cross-sectional study, and the final sample composed by 35,000 married internal migrants aged 15 to 49. And the key variable of these studies are contraceptive use, age, period, and cohort. And the contraceptive use is measured by the method people use for contraception. And we record 1 as people who use permanent methods, specifically like sterilization. And we record 0 as people who use reversible methods, including IUD and condom and other methods. Age and the variable age is operationalized as a continuous variable, and period and cohort as categorical variable. And here, cohort, we use 3-year both cohorts as a big cohort in this study. And this is because we hypothesize that people in adjacent both cohort have experienced similar events across their life course. And we also controlled individual level, household level, and regional level variable in our model. In order to address the collinearity problem of age, period, and cohort effect, we use age, period, cohort cross-classified random effects model in this study. And this approach estimates age effect at fixed level at level 1 and treats period and cohort effects as random effects at level 2, because we want to further understand whether people who have different fertility history have different period effects. We add a period random effect at level 2 indicate people's fertility history. The descriptive analysis shows that the use of permanent methods decreased in recent decades, while the use of condom and other reversible methods has increased. And the results of APC analysis shows that the cohort effect and period effect are significant, which suggests that people's contraceptive use did vary by period and cohorts after controlling the age effect. The model prediction shows that people's use of permanent method has been decreasing, and the decrease accelerated after 2015, which coincided with the implementation of two-child policy. In terms of the cohort effects, as the unadjusted model suggests, older cohorts are more likely to use permanent contraceptive methods, as they are more likely to influenced by the stringent one-child policy during the childbearing period. To further test whether period effects varied by fertility history, the random effects on number of children are also being added in the model. And we can see that the effect is also significant. And we also predict the results in this graph. And we can see that the rapid decline was particularly evident among people who have less children. Yet people who have more children, the decline is more stable. And this might suggest that the effect of policy is especially sensitive on people who have less children. Finally, to conclude, the significant period effect in this study might indicate that the changes in fertility policy in recent years might impact people's fertility intention, and the effects are especially significant among mothers with fewer children. Another contribution of this study is that it provides a better identification of period effects by taking account of the confounding effects of age and cohorts. Thank you.